Okay, so let's just, I like to pull this stuff together every now and then. So we read Baal Gad. We know Baal is Saturn, right? Right? Because he's the god of the cycles. Right? He's also the god of the underworld and the god of all of this other bullshit. Baal, and here's interesting. How about this? How about this word? What if we just say it's slightly different? Doesn't God sound like oh, I don't know. Doesn't God sound like God? So let's see. Baal of Fortune, a place in Syria. Baal Gad. See, I was reading a thing about they were trying to figure out what Baal of Fortune is. Now that it says, now that wasn't much of an answer, was it? We still haven't found out who or what Baal of Fortune is. Well, I'll tell you what Baal of Fortune is, because Baal is this. Because it's the cycle. Baal of Fortune. In other words, the cycle being what? This thing. The wheel. The Baal of Fortune. Stupid, silly fucks. You think everybody's retarded. Here, biblically it says, Baal said, I will no longer go by that name. You won't call me that. You'll call me something different. I thought this was funny because instead of just calling him Baal, and because of this specific group that I'm about to tell you, it makes perfect sense. So in there it says in the Old Testament, and you shall no more call me Baal. So now we'll call him Christian Baal, because the Christians are worshiping Saturn and they have no idea. They have no fucking idea that's who they're worshiping. But we do, don't we? We know for sure who it is that they're worshiping.
It's springtime on WJYS, The Wave.
And this right here is the first day of the best of your life so far. This is your divine appointment with the destiny that God has for you. And believe me, the destiny that God has for you is fabulous. It's for you to be in divine health, for you to be in prosperity, for you to have more than enough abundance in every area of your life.
Here it is. You gotta love this. Watch when they flip it around. Again, I show you.
So I don't care what you...
Well, let's see. Let's go back. My favorite part. Y-A-W-E-H is Yahweh. And the T is the Tau, which means time. And who is this? Saturn. And this is WJYS Christian Titan TV.
I don't care what you're facing today. God is a miracle worker.
In this case, he's really bad at advertising.
It's springtime on WJYS, The Wave.
Zoe and Yahweh, how very interesting. You just gotta love all this bullshit that they pull off. So here it says in the Old Testament, you will no more call me Baal. And now because the Christian is a moron, and we just proved that, didn't we? So I guess this right here would really be Christian Baal, right? There's your Christian Baal right the fuck there. And what name does he go by? That the Jews have to so cunningly sneak this shit in. People think that these fucking people are decent. when they have to sneak shit in like this? Because if it was the truth, would they need to do it like that? You gotta ask yourself that. If these guys are on the up and up, why are they trying to sneak in a Jewish god? Why do you think they gotta do that? Because they're fucking setting you up is why. Yahweh. And the T is the Tau. T-A-U means time. When are people gonna wake up to this shit? Stupid fucking Christian morons. We gotta support the Jews. We have to stop the evil in the world. But go ahead and hold the vigil for the fucking things that are coming out of the ground in Florida and Sandy Hook and doing all of this stuff. Empty-headed fucking animals. Morons. Believers of every fucking little thing they read. Thanks a lot. You've really helped out. You've been really helpful. Thank you, Christians. Thank you. You fucking swine. Scum. Ignorant. Just fucking ignorant. If this shit was on the up and up, why do you think they need to slide this in like this? Why do you think they have to do that by whipping the letters around and not telling you the truth? I mean, because that is a Jewish God, Yahweh. So why, if it's truly the truth, why do they have to slip it in like that? Why do they got to name actors Christian Bale when Bale is Saturn and Saturn is the Bale of Fortune or the Wheel of Fortune? And the Christians, you know what they teach now? It's called prosper doctrine. Oh, God wants you to be rich, but make sure you give the church money. Prosperity doctrine. Because it's Bale of Fortune. What a farcical, nonsensical bunch of bullshit this Christian crap is. Listen, I was raised in it. I'm not picking on them. I'm not picking on them because I came from that shit. That's what, you know how I look at it? If you're a man and you have a daughter, and your daughter's going to go out with a date with a guy and they're 16 years old or whatever, you know what's in that boy's mind when he shows up. And no matter how nice he is to you, you know what's on his mind, because one time you was that kid and you were thinking about getting in that girl's pants. So the father already knows what your intent is, no matter how nice you are. This is why I get so mad about this shit, because I came from it. And I know how blind it is. And you can't yammer on to these fuckers because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. So again, ask yourself, if this is so great and wonderful, why do they have to trick you into saying Christian Bale or you looking at the word the way and then they flip it around and it's Yahweh with the picture of Saturn? If all this is good, why do they have to trick you like that? It's a simple question, so answer it. It's because it's deception. If it was good, why wouldn't you just put it out there? And then if they accept it, accept it. If not, don't. So why do you have to sneak it in? Because you're trying to get people to condemn themselves. That's why. Because you're getting people to condemn themselves. And then you can turn around and say, well, we tried to warn you, but you also offered the fruit, right? If we talk about that type of shit, you offer the poison without the instruction that if you drink this shit, you're going to get sick and die. No, you just give it to them and say, here, you can drink it if you want to. But you never tell them that on the back is a picture of a skull and crossbones, that means poison. That's exactly what they're doing here. And people are doing it every fucking day. Funny how they spell God, G-A-W-D, and they just changed the spelling to G-O-D because it's the sound. Remember? One ring, a tone. Fuck Israel.